Throughout the course of history, humanity has gone through an evolution of money from simple commodities like seashells and salt to precious metals like gold, and eventually government-issued fiat currencies. While the development of government money brought convenience and centralized control, it also introduced pitfalls that have shaped our modern economic landscape. Our society has been distorted by easy inflationary money, creating a short-sighted economy. We had become enslaved to a relentless cycle of borrowing and spending. Overconsumption and economic instability have fractured social cohesion and threatened the environment. The relentless desire for more consumption driven by a debt-based economy has brought our civilization on a path of inevitable ruin. It was in this bleak state that Bitcoin emerged in 2009 as a beacon of hope, offering a way out of the destructive cycle and leading humanity towards a future based on hard, sound money. One of the glaring consequences of a debt-based society is the power of governments to print money at will. This ability, known as quantitative easing, can lead to rampant inflation, eroding the purchasing power of individuals and widening the wealth gap between the rich and the poor. As governments manipulate their currencies to address economic challenges, the consequences are often felt by the most vulnerable members of society. Contrary to the current inflationary economic model, Austrian economics and Bitcoin are inherently intertwined, as both share a common emphasis on sound money and decentralized systems. Gold, for example, acted as a globally recognized sound money and served as a trusted store of value for over 5,000 years due to its limited supply and inherent scarcity. It provided stability, preserving individuals' purchasing power and enabling people to plan for the long term with confidence. Austrian economics stresses that sound money is the backbone of capitalism, promoting saving, investment, and responsible financial behavior.
If you are enjoying this film, don't forget to like it and subscribe to our channel for more.
The current financial system, rooted in inflationary fiat money, is propped up by a slurry of financial professionals all gambling to get ahead. This often perpetuates a misallocation of capital during periods of economic prosperity. The desire for short-term gains often leads to reckless investments in improbable businesses, resulting in wasteful resource allocation. Bitcoin, with its fixed supply and decentralized network of miners and nodes, encourages a responsible approach to capital allocation. Its deflationary nature magnifies the blow of failed investments unable to outpace the appreciation of the currency, thus prompting individuals and businesses to evaluate risk more diligently and invest in viable, sustainable ventures. Our society's struggle to address climate change reflects a profound failure in long-term planning. The pursuit of immediate gains frequently comes at the expense of the environment and the delicate ecosystems we depend on. A sustainable future requires a shift from short-term thinking to a more holistic long-term perspective. Bitcoin has the potential to incentivize this shift and serve as the foundation for a massive web of change. Bitcoin's mining process, often criticized for its energy consumption, can paradoxically serve as a catalyst for renewable energy development. Miners are a crucial part of Bitcoin's utility to connect its digital information to the physical world. This connection influences our civilization to give greater value to clean, cheap, and renewable energy. It allows anyone in the world that can create energy, a digital tap into Bitcoin's economic growth. People from all countries can now opt into a system that has the same rules for everyone up and down the socioeconomic ladder. As this revolutionary idea spread throughout the world's nations, a select government can no longer corrupt the monetary supply to fuel perpetual warfare and economic control over less fortunate nations. Bitcoin acts like an organism, changing and adapting to unforeseen circumstances. With no input from humans, Bitcoin will continually grow and expand its decentralized network to cosmic proportions, cementing its existence in our society. As we embrace this evolution in monetary energy, it will become a fundamental human right to have trustless, immutable money outside the misguided control of humans. Bitcoin challenges our status quo. It's provided an alternative to the debt-based economy, empowering individuals to break free from the shackles of endless borrowing and excessive consumption. It holds governments accountable for the inflation they create, and it offers a pathway towards sustainable and collective economic growth, fostering a society that values savings, investment, and the long-term well-being of all its members. The concept of hard, sound money is slowly, yet surely becoming the cornerstone of this societal transformation. It is a simple idea to have a fixed money supply, immune to manipulation from humans, yet the confidence it instills in its network participants will stabilize an economy and inspire a new generation of creators and inventors. As Bitcoin gains widespread adoption, a remarkable shift will occur. People will question their consumeristic tendencies and reevaluate their priorities. Our culture of instant gratification will gradually give way to a more considered approach, where individuals take pride in saving for the future and investing in their long-term health and prosperity. This newfound mindset will ripple throughout society, influencing not just personal finance, but also public policy and business practices. Governments will recognize the inherent value of a hard money system. They'll implement sound fiscal policies, prioritizing long-term sustainable growth over short-term gains. Companies will be incentivized to embrace responsible production and minimize consumption, focusing on quality rather than quantity. Planned obsolescence will become a relic of the past, and durable, timeless products will be demanded by the consumer. Our current cycle of excessive consumption and waste will slow. The incentives in Bitcoin mining will help the world's energy infrastructure stabilize and transition from a fossil fuel-driven economy. Mining will become the buyer of last resort on new energy projects and incentivize cheap energy to be developed. Our civilization will learn to appreciate the finite resources of the planet and the importance of preserving them for future generations. A sense of collective responsibility will take hold, inspiring innovative solutions for renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, and conservation efforts. Bitcoin's influence acts as a catalyst for this paradigm shift. And so, our world embarks on a journey towards a brighter future, a future that celebrates the intrinsic value of hard, sound money and rejects the destructive path of inflation, corruption, consumerism, and debt. With Bitcoin as our guiding light, we will cast aside the chains of a fleeting financial system and embrace a more sustainable, fair, and prosperous way forward.
Thanks for making it until the end. We are Bit Intelligence. If you enjoyed this documentary, please like it, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to be notified about more documentaries every week.